Hello and welcome everybody. This is Brian English and የዛሬው ትምህርታችን ደግሞ ትምህርታችን የዛሬው ቪዲዮ ደግሞ is a podcast ቪዲዮ ነው። ለእናንተ ያዘጋጅንላችሁ አሪፍ ፖድካስት ባለፈው እናዘጋጅላችሁ ወይ ብለን በጠየቅነው መሰረት አዎ ይዘጋጅ ወይ አዎ ይጀመርልን ስላላችሁን በቃላችን መሰረት የብራይ ፖድካስትን ጀምረንላችኋል ማለት ነው። የዚህ የፖድካስት ዓላማው የመጀመሪያውና ዋነኛው ዓላማ የእናንተን የሊስኒንግ ወይ ደግሞ ኤክስፖዠራችሁን ለማስፋት ነው። ብዙ ጊዜ እንግሊዘኛ የሆኑ ነገሮችን አዳምጡ፣ እዩ፣ ተመልከቱ እንላቸዋለን። ግን ብዙዎቹ ከውጮች ጋር ከኛ ጋር ብዙ የማይገናኙ ይሆናሉ ብለን ስላሰብን አሁን ደግሞ ከኛው ጋር ኢንትረስት ትሆኑባችኋላችሁ ብለን በምናስባችሁ ቶፒኮች ላይ ተነስተን እየተወያየን የምናወራበት ፖድካስት አዘጋጅተንላችኋል ማለት ነው። በሳምንት አንድ ቪዲዮ እንለቅላችኋለን። የዚህ የ40 ወይ የ50 ደቂቃ ቪዲዮ ነው የሚሆንላችሁ። እሱን በማየት ሊስኒንጋችሁን ታዳብራላችሁ። ግን ያ ብቻ አይደለም። at the end of the video በቪዲዮ መጨረሻ ላይ እኔ ከፖድካስቱ የሚወጡ ቃላቶችን ወይም ፍሬዞችን ወይም ደግሞ ኤክስፕሬሽኖችን እያወጣ እንዴት መጠቀም እንዳለባችሁና ትርጉማችሁ ምን እንደሆነ አስረዳችኋለሁ ማለት ነው። ግን ሌላም ዓላማ አለ ይሄ ፖድካስት። ይሄ ፖድካስት ሁለተኛው የምናደርገው ደግሞ ኮመን ሚስቴክስ የሚባለው ደግሞ የተለመዱ ስህተቶችን እነሱ ከሚያወሩት ውስጥ እያወጣን እነሱ የተሳሳቱትን ነግራችኋለን። ግን ዓላማው እነሱ መሳሳታቸውን ማሳየት ብቻ ሳይሆን ማንኛውም ሰው ስህተት ሊሰራ ይችላል። ስለዚህ እናንተ ስህተት እሰራለሁ ብላችሁ እንዳትፈሩ፣ ኮንፊደንሳችሁ እንዳይወርድ ከፍ እንድታደርጉት ለማሳየት የምንሞክርበት ሜተድ ነው ማለት ነው። and thank you for choosing Brian English. without further ado ወደ ፖድካስታችን። እንግሊዘኛ መናገር ከባድ ሆኖባችኋል ከሆነስ ብራይ እንግሊሽ መፍትሄውን ይዞላችሁ መጥቷል። ለ3 ወር የሚቆይ የኮሙኒኬሽን ስኪላችሁን የሚያሳድግ ትሬኒንግ ይዘንላችሁ መጥተናል። በዚህ የትሬኒንግ ወቅት የምናተኩረው የእናንተን የስፒኪንግ ክህሎትና የሊስኒንግ ክህሎታችሁን ማሳደግ ላይ ብቻ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ለጊዜው ህጎቹን እንተዋቸዋለን። በዚህ የትሬኒንግ ወቅት እናንተ ሀሳባችሁን መግለጽ እና የሌሎቹን ሀሳብ ደግሞ መቀበል እንድችሉ ነው የምናደርጋችሁ። ይህንን ኮርስ ለመመዝገብ ከፈለጋችሁ እታች ባሉ ስልክ ቁጥሮች ወይም ደግሞ ላይ በምታገኙት የቴሌግራም ዩዘርኔም መመዝገብ ትችላላችሁ። የክፍያ ጉዳይ እንዳያሳስባችሁ፣ እንዳቅማችሁ የተለያየ አማራጭ ይዘንላችሁ ስለመጣን መፍትሄ አይጠፋም። እንዲሁም ሰዓት ወይም ጊዜ የምትሉን ከሆነ ደግሞ ባላችሁበት በኦንላይን ወይም ደግሞ እኛ ባለንበት መታችሁ በአካል መማር ትችላላችሁ። ስለዚህ ይሄ ድል እንዳይመልጣችሁ። Thank you for watching Brian English.
Let me tell you the difference. A bold makeup or just like a natural glam. I said you girl. Wow, no shit, Sherlock.
Moving on.
Welcome to Bright Podcast, you guys. I am BT, as you guys know me, and today I am not alone. I am with my friend
Lu'ul.
So Lu'ul, what's up?
I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for asking.
How was your day?
My day has been all right so far. I mean, not much really happened as far as anything exciting goes. Just a regular good day of work.
That's really good. So Lu'ul is one of the teachers in Bright English, and he recently joined us. So can you tell us your journey, how you find the environment and everything?
Well, I came about this company and this job by coincidence. I looked at this job posting on Upwork, looking for an Arabic teacher / content creating partner. I applied, and here's the true story. I was, for whatever reason, I was in a library when I got the call from Hini, the proprietor of this YouTube channel. As soon as he called me, I ran from Sadiskilo all the way down here just for the interview. I didn't know what I was expecting.
Oh yeah.
Long story short, here I am.
That's really good. So he is like one of the most talented Arabic teacher that we have in our academy, but like he can also speak other languages, by the way, you guys. Like, fun fact about Lu'ul, he can speak, I heard you speaking like French, I guess, like
Un petit
yes, that's the word.
Un petit peu, mais
little, right? I guess.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yes, just a little bit. And I also heard you talking about, Tigrinya, I would say. Did I? Or
no.
Never
absolutely
mind.
Not.
Sorry.
Sadly, absolutely not. Although I wouldn't mind trying to learn Tigrinya in the future.
So, long story short, you guys, he can speak many languages. So, what I brought for today's discussion is about passion.
Yeah.
So, as you know, like everyone has their own passion and everything, but like, let's start with the word itself. So passion is just a noun. So like, can you describe what it means to you, or?
Yeah, to me, I feel like a passion is something that you're so occupied by, something you dedicate everything to. You dedicate your thought process. You always dedicate most of what you talk about to that passion. You dedicate your time, your effort, your skills to said thing to the point where it becomes part of your identity in a way. It become it becomes something you strive for every second of your day. You always think about it. You live and breathe said thing. To me, that's what passion really means.
That's actually very well explained. So thank you
Thanks.
very much. But
Thanks.
just like I would say, passion is just some driven force that we have inside, and something that just gives us the motivation to go forward every day.
Yeah.
So like it's mainly something we are like something we do to achieve, or something like, you know, it's just mainly as you said, but just like that. So
Yeah.
let's start with your passion. Do you have any passion besides, let me guess, teaching Arabic is your passion?
Apparently, as of getting this job, it's become my new passion.
By the way, you guys, he told me that he learned Arabic just by watching movies. Yes, that was such. We like.
Here's the thing. I don't really know how to approach the subject. You were saying?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. See, I don't really know how to approach this subject, like how I came about to learning Arabic, how I managed to speak Arabic at the level that I do right now. See, when I was in elementary, like around 6 or 7,
Hmm.
at that point, the only cartoons I could watch were Arabic dubs, nothing else. Not even no Amharic dubs, not even English dubs. At least not most of the time. So it was mostly Arabic dubs, and me being an elementary, me being a 7-year-old boy, I just couldn't help but be appealed by, just couldn't be helped but get drawn by the visuals. So I just sat there. I would sit there just enjoying the visuals, not understanding a word of the dialogue, not understanding a word. But then, little by little, I pick up some words. I pick up some basic, like rudimentary stuff, basic vocabulary. Then I started. Then I started picking up the grammar structure. Okay, this is how you say this. I keep picking it up little by little until I I built myself a basis for the Arabic I know. Then I kind of that process kind of stalled at some point. I moved on to other hobbies and the content I
Good
enjoy.
point. Sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
like, I that was like one of my other topic, because like people usually confuse the word hobby and passion. So do you know there are like the difference or the similarities
Oh,
between passion and hobby?
yeah, that's a good
For
question.
example, somebody could say, "What are your hobbies?" So you
Hmm.
could say, "My hobby is drawing," or something. But when a person say, "I am passionate about drawing," they're like talking in a stronger way, right? They're
Yeah,
like very eager to become better at it.
exactly.
So like, yes, like, can you try to explain?
Hmm. So, yeah, the difference between a passion and a hobby is that a hobby is just a pastime, something you pass your free time with. Nothing as important as, say, your passion or your job or your purpose or your goals.
But can your hobby be a passion as well?
Depends on if you can make money out of it.
So a passion should always be something you make money out of.
Not, yeah,
Is
I'm
that
just
what you're
joking.
saying? Okay.
I'm partly joking when I said that,
Yes.
because here's the thing.
Can't even tell his humor, guys.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah, my,
sarcastic.
my sense of humor is all over the place, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, anyway, your passion is something you realize that you can make a living out of it, base your whole life of it.
Oh, yeah.
Like art, like say if you're an artist, you could be a painter or a musician, whatever.
Hmm.
You can not only just do it as a hobby,
Oh
but
yeah.
you can maybe even share it with the world, regardless of the benefits you get.
Yeah, for sure. So that's actually very well put together. So, you were saying somebody who has a hobby should make, especially if they're passionate about that, they should make a living out of it, which I agree with because, for example, growing up, I used to always be passionate about doing makeup and like seeing my mom applying, beauty products and everything. So I used to always just like apply it all over my face, even though I didn't know how to apply it. So that was like something I was passionate about, I would say, because like
Yeah.
right now I kept on pushing and pushing, and then like I learned in a beauty academy and I got my certificate and I started working with it and everything. But like, if you ask me if I am like that dedicated or that passionate, I would say I'm still like still not there.
You're only
Just 22
you're
years.
only doing it as something as you're
Oh
only
yeah.
doing as on the side.
Oh
You're not
yeah.
what do you do on a regular basis? On a more what do you actually focus your time on more?
So, just to tell you, I actually took the course for makeup and nail, but mainly I was kind of attracted to the nail part because that was the most thing that was helping me gain money and everything. So I put the makeup aside. Of course, I work whenever a client comes, but like it was very rare. So I would say I just put a hold on that, and then I'm just mainly focusing on the nail. But I would say I'm not passionate enough about it. So do you have any passion like you feel like you haven't, achieved yet or like
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, that makes really sense. Cause that makes a lot. Sorry, that makes a lot of sense. Because sometimes you can be really passionate about something, but you might not follow through at all.
yeah, like you never know the starting point or like how to just, use the opportunity whenever it comes. I feel like that's the problem.
Yeah, whatever you're right. You may either just start it, then somehow get disillusioned by it and quit it, yet still think
Yeah.
about it.
Yes. It's not like quitting, but I feel like putting a hold on it. Like just like I would say it needs a good so passion should be something we are really driven about or something we are like that's like a strong desire,
Yeah.
right? So I feel like I'm not that passionate about it, I would say, or I'm not passionate enough. So do you have any passion that you feel like you just like not passionate enough
About?
with?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I used to be interested in how languages work, how their structure what their structure looks like, what they're made of, how they shape the way people think, etc. But then at some point, it kind of fell off. That point being, here's the thing: I actually applied for linguistics when I started university at Addis Ababa. But here's the thing: not everybody shares linguistics as a passion.
Oh.
Not and by not everybody, I mean everybody. I'm not even joking. It was just me and three more kids that were remotely even interested in joining the linguistics program, and for that reason, they just had to shut it down.
Oh.
And that's where it all
Sad.
went wrong. That's where it all went wrong.
So, that's actually a good point because you made me think of the fact that not everyone is passionate about the same thing or the same hobby.
Yeah.
So some could change their hobby into their passion and even try to accomplish it even more in the future. But like some just put a hold on it and like I've just like my case.
So you said you followed through with your passion, right? Makeup,
Oh yeah, yeah,
nail
yeah, yeah,
polishing.
yeah, yeah.
How long did you follow through with it?
So here's the thing. Like it was like COVID time, I guess. So I finished 12th grade, and then I needed to take the matric,
Yeah.
the national exam and everything. And after that, like COVID came, and then we couldn't take it. So like we were kind of stuck. So at that time, my mom was like, "Why don't you just learn?" And then like all the beauty school, they were just like giving the course for only 3 days. So I just go there for maybe half a day, or it could be for an hour or something like that. So I think what I made, like the thing I did wrong was like I didn't pick the best school. I just like whichever was the nearest. I just got in there, and then it was terrible. The school was terrible. I'm not even lying.
Yikes.
But like I was, like I've told you, I was very passionate about it. So I watched YouTube videos. I bought many beauty products. Okay, like I tried it. Even like they didn't even provide enough equipments. We needed to get ours and everything. So, but on the good side, I can say I learned the basics. I'm not gonna lie. I picked the basics, and then I started practicing on myself. I started like using my friend's face as just like some kind of toy.
Of course.
Yes, so
Why
I was
not?
just like practicing and practicing, and then I got better at it. And I was like, maybe this isn't something I should just like quit. And then like when I was in third year or second year, I would say, my mom like decided to open a beauty shop for me, like a makeup studio. That
Hence
was
your,
like a big thing.
hence your hobby became a full-time.
Yes, and I was like, maybe this is something I should be more passionate about.
Yeah.
So I started it, and just like that, that's how the process went.
Wow.
Yes.
Seems to me that you more or less achieved, more or less followed your dreams, and
Yeah, but like there is like ups and down in life, you know, like it wasn't every like it wasn't.
yeah, I hear you. Uh,
Yes, there.
So,
You know,
as
I
much
needed
as
to
you-
close the shop because it wasn't doing well,
oh,
and that was like the. You know,
your low
it's like
point.
my energy was just like, meh, this thing is not going to work, or
Yeah.
I said that.
Yeah.
So that was like, yeah, as you said, it was just like,
something goes wrong in the middle.
yes. And that's why you need to be passionate enough about something, because like you need to keep on pushing yourself.
Yeah.
So like
'cause-
I'm not gonna lie, I kept on pushing myself, and I started working with my mom's, like there's like a cosmetic shop for my mom.
yeah.
Yes. So I just did a partition there, and then I started working there. For a while it was like meh, like my energy, like I've told you, it was down. So I needed to keep on going because like I told you, I don't like sitting, I like staying busy and everything. So I there's like a university in front of our shop. So like students, like they used to come and they used to admire my makeup, and they're just like, I love your makeup, like did you do it yourself and everything. That's when I started getting my confidence again.
That's where your passion picked up.
Yes, I feel like
That's
that
when
was
it
the moment,
started.
and they started complimenting about my nail, my makeup, and they're like, how did you do it or something, like I do it. So they started booking, and then like it was doing well,
Mm.
and then I was like kind of getting famous around that area, but like I didn't keep working that hard, I would say. Maybe that's the reason, or I don't know. I honestly don't know the reason. Whenever I don't have customers, or whenever I don't get booked, my energy just goes meh. Yes, I think that's the problem, I would say.
Exactly.
So I needed to look for other jobs. I mean, I that's like still in the back of my head. That's like the first thing I want to do in life.
If
Yes.
the makeup thing isn't supplementing your income,
Yeah, it
you
wasn't
need
like,
to look for something else. That's
yeah,
what
I think that's, I feel like I needed to have a good startup. I still do feel like I need that, because like I feel like people needs to see, you know, a good studio, a beautiful studio and everything, because like that's captivating
yeah.
to their eyes. So I think that's one thing I should focus on, and I needed to. I feel like I'm still following my dreams, I would say. I'm halfway on there. So enough about my makeup. But out of topic, do you like makeup, or like are you a makeup person, or do you prefer you girl natural or anything?
I'm a guy.
I said you girl. Wow, no shit, no shit, Sherlock. Sorry to use that word, but like, what?
Just saying.
I just asked you, like, you didn't even hear my question.
Uh,
I say, do you prefer your girl natural, or like with makeup, or with minimal makeup? You know. That's just an opinion.
that is a very good question. And by that I mean that is a really that is a hard question for me to answer. So it requires me to think about it long and hard. Would I really look like that without makeup? I wouldn't know.
I was about to make a joke. That was what I was going to say.
Yeah, I am.
Just be proud about
Besides,
it.
okay, back to okay. Nope.
You've never been in a relationship.
Really? We're bringing that up now. Can we stick to the subject, please?
Are you
He's a playboy. I would say.
Hell no.
You are.
Absolutely not. Please don't take.
Yeah.
You know my question was that, right?
I know what you
your
wanted
question
to
was,
say.
and I wholeheartedly endorse that I am not.
Wow.
Moving on. You were saying, would I prefer my girl? Would I prefer if my girlfriend had makeup or not? My hypothetical girlfriend.
Yes.
Anyway, would I prefer her without makeup? Really? Depends, really. I guess if she really is pretty, if she really is naturally pretty, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind no makeup. But if the occasion really serves it, like if the occasion is really appropriate, like say if we're going to a function, going to an event, yeah, I'd love for my girl to go to town on her face.
Wow. So let me make it easy for you because it was actually a yes or no question.
Huh?
You like her makeup?
Looks good.
Thank you. That's like a very natural look.
And it fits the occasion. You're recording a video. Podcast.
እንግሊዘኛ መናገር ከባድ ሆኖባችኋል? ከሆነስ ብራይ እንግሊሽ መፍትሄውን ይዞላችሁ መጥቷል። ለ3 ወር የሚቆይ የኮሙኒኬሽን ስኪላችሁን የሚያሳድግ ትሬኒንግ ይዘንላችሁ መጥተናል። በዚህ የትሬኒንግ ወቅት የምናተኩረው የእናንተን የስፒኪንግ ክህሎትና የሊስኒንግ ክህሎታችሁን ማሳደግ ላይ ብቻ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ለጊዜው ህጎቹን እንተዋቸዋለን። በዚህ የትሬኒንግ ወቅት እናንተ ሐሳባችሁን መግለጽ እና የሌሎቹን ሐሳብ ደግሞ መቀበል እንድትችሉ ነው የምናደርጋችሁ። ይህንን ኮርስ ለመመዝገብ ከፈለጋችሁ እታች ባሉ ስልክ ቁጥሮች ወይም ደግሞ ላይ በመታገኙት የቴሌግራም ዩዘርኔም መመዝገብ ትችላላችሁ። የክፍያ ጉዳይ እንዳያሳስባችሁ። እንዳቅማችሁ የተለያየ አማራጭ ይዘንላችሁ ስለመጣን መፍትሄ አይጠፋም። እንዲሁም ሰዓት ወይም ጊዜ የምትሉን ከሆነ ደግሞ ባላችሁበት በኦንላይን ወይም ደግሞ እኛ ባለንበት መታችሁ በአካል መማር ትችላላችሁ። ስለዚህ ይሄ ድል እንዳይመልጣችሁ። Thank you for watching Brain English.
Long story short, do you like a bold makeup or just like a natural glam? Let me tell you the difference. Okay. No, I'm like I feel like I'm forgetting that you're a dude. So okay. Bold makeup is something that is really bold, something that you can clearly see. Okay? So a natural makeup is just like
yours?
Yes.
Just some basic stuff, right?
Not even the pinkish thing, like just like very natural. Maybe some blush and just like mine.
Bold makeup is
it's not ugly, by the way.
Huh?
Bold makeup is not ugly. I'm not saying it is ugly. But
I never said that. Why are you putting words in my mouth? I never said that.
Yes.
Anyway, I think bold makeup involves a lot more stuff, I guess.
Yeah, it does.
A lot more stuff. Powder.
You might find powder whenever she sleeps.
Really? That's true?
That's not a good thing to say. Coming from a woman. I mean, there's like a setting spray. Like there's a product called a setting spray.
All the names are true about makeup.
So let me tell you, do you watch Love Island?
No, I haven't. But I think why do I feel like I've heard of that?
Yeah, it's just like a dating kind of show.
Yeah.
So there's like they provide many guys and many girls, and they just date. And whoever like loves each other or likes each other, they just win the prize, and then they can date outside the show.
Okay.
Something like that. So there was a girl called Hannah, and I'm pretty sure many people knows her. So her makeup was terrible.
Oh God.
And imagine it was like a worldwide show, and everybody sees that show. And every time she sleeps on the guy she was talking, every time she does this, like there's a stamp on his t-shirt.
Really?
I swear to God, I'm not even joking. And I was like, girl, why would you want to do that to yourself?
Was he white or black?
He was white. Like, I would say Brazilian guy. I don't know, something.
But he had some sort of tan, right?
Every time they kiss, he had like her powder all over his face.
I do not want that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
even
want.
as a girl, as a person who loves makeup, I do not like that kind of makeup. So that's what we call
that's too much.
Bold makeup. Yes.
That's
Too much.
Why are you doing that?
I think so let me tell you, there is a thing called makeup blindness, eyebrow blindness, or something. It could be a fashion blindness. That's like a slang word Americans use, I would say. So something that is terrible, but you think it's good for yourself. It could be an era for you, okay? So it was like...
She thinks that is good.
Yes. Like she thinks she's putting on the best makeup ever.
I think there's one word for that. I think there's one word for that. Okay. Delusional.
delusional, yeah, but like this is more of like you can't see what other people see. You know, when a person is in love and they try to bring you to your conscious side, but you can't because you're in love.
Yeah.
Something like that. So like do you ever have, or did you ever have that kind of era, like which you think was the best for you? Like it could be a skinny jeans, for example.
Yeah.
We don't wear that now, right? Do you?
I sometimes do.
No, like
As a matter of fact, I am right now.
It's not
I'm
skinny.
currently wearing skinny
It's not
jeans right
skinny.
now.
Or you have like it's a bit baggy, like it's a bit baggy. Let's say.
Actually,
This is not skinny. No, this is not skinny.
There's
jeans.
a dude we know that.
Yeah. You know, personally, I actually prefer baggy jeans.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So there's like, for example, especially in girls, I also had an era, by the way, guys.
What?
I used to wear my eyebrows with, I used to like draw my eyebrows with black pencil, I would say. And then it wasn't that bad, but like it was too bold for my face. And mind you, I'm a light skinned girl, and it's like you can see it very clearly. I'm like, and every time me and my sister are walking, they're like, "Who is the older one?"
I have.
Yes, exactly. So I think, yes,
Yeah.
that was very nice. Okay, so let's move on from makeup and then let's just go to. Do you like music?
Oh, yeah. Of course I do. I'm a young man in this generation. I'm a young man. Of course I like music.
How old are you, by the way?
24.
24.
Going on 25.
When?
This month, really.
Oh, that's really nice. When? We will celebrate his birthday.
Did you start counting for
No.
the time you start school?
No, it's not like it's not like I expect you guys to celebrate my birthday. It's not like I'm waiting.
No,
Oh, yes, they're gonna
I'm like
they're gonna
I'm a
celebrate my
person.
birthday.
I'm a girl. I love birthdays. So
Okay.
okay, so even if we don't do anything, we just say happy birthday to you,
Okay,
just like
yeah,
a wish.
I like that.
When was your birthday again?
Yeah.
Christmas, Ethiopian Christmas.
Oh.
Exactly on Ethiopian
You're
Christmas.
kidding.
Really?
I swear to God.
I guess you get scammed on Christmas presents.
I took Jesus' like.
Don't say.
Okay, do not take the Lord's name in vain.
Yes, I took his spotlight, anyways, guys.
Again, do not take the Lord's name in vain.
Okay,
Continue.
so do you have any siblings?
Oh yeah, I have one younger sibling, one
Only
half
younger?
brother, one half brother living with us. Oh, sorry, step brother, really.
I mean, you can say half brother as well.
It's like, here's the thing. I kind of use the wrong word because half brother is technically say your mother and father gave birth to you and your sister. You call her your sister, right? If she gives birth to a child from another parent, said child is your half brother, half sister.
Oh, okay.
That's why
I kind of see your
I
point.
had to make the proper distinction. Sorry, you were saying brothers sisters. Oh yeah,
Yes.
brothers sisters. Yeah, one little sister.
He's a
and younger-
funny guy, you guys.
Okay, yeah, one little sister. Technically not that little. She's like a year and a half younger than me, and one younger brother, younger stepbrother.
Oh, how old
What
is
about right now? He's 19.
19. Wow.
And what about you? How many sisters and
I
brothers?
have three
Or-
sisters. We're
Three
all
sisters.
girls, yes.
Are you the middle child?
Yes.
Oldest?
I'm the second child. Middle child syndrome. I'm affected by that. I'm not even kidding.
I don't relate.
You like this? You said you were like the eldest, I would say?
Yeah, oldest child.
Oldest.
Yeah, technically.
That's really good. So, do you think you're like a good influence for them?
Ooh,
Some deep
again,
question.
another good question. I need to think long and hard about it. Look back at all the years of their lives.
You
and
don't
see
feel like you're a good influence?
Yeah, I'm also thinking about whether or not what I say to you guys right now will reflect on me as a person, like how bad of a person I am. Anyway, yeah, I'm a bad influence.
So you think all this kinds just say that I'm a bad influence?
Yeah,
I mean, there are
torn
times. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
I was torn up between whether or not to actually admit that I'm a bad person.
Oh, immediately. All right.
You're not a bad person. You might not be the perfect example for them. Like, I would say that.
Yeah.
So, growing up, they used to always compare me with my sister, the older one.
Oh,
So,
God.
she's like a straight A student. She's very smart, mind you. And every time they're like, did you guys like came from the same womb? They would say that. They actually say that. Yes. So I always compared myself like, yes, that was like,
that is
yes.
harsh.
And mind you, like I wasn't even like a bad student. Like I wasn't that good in my academics and everything. Not even an average. I'm like a medium. Like I used to I would say I would get, I think I got 85 on ministry, like a grade 8 national exam. It was like pretty good.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good. So even in 10th grade, I got 3.4.
Why did you ask mine? That's why I said.
Yes, sir.
Tell us.
Do tell us.
97.
Okay.
Judy's trying to flex. But I was going to say something really mean. I will be the bigger person.
Okay.
But anyways, so the pressure was too much. Like I think I would say up until like grade 8 or, and after that, like I dropped everything, and I'm still not bad at like my academics and everything. I still do my best and everything, but like I wasn't that good, just like her. So I think they would take her as the perfect example, but because they always say, I want to be just like her. I want to get good results just like her and everything. But it was like too much. So I made my best friend. Her name is Jerry, by the way. Shout out to you, Jerry. Anyways, so we related on that, by the way. So she also had like a sister.
Yeah.
She's also a straight A student. We related, and then I made the most amazing friend out of high school, I would say. That's the only thing I appreciate from like high school. Yes.
Yeah. You found someone you actually
so are you good influence for your younger sisters?
I would say yes, because like my younger sisters, they're like very nice, and they're like just amazing. I sometimes feel like I'm the younger one. I swear to God. So they're like, they always admire our strengths, because you know, like there's a saying, I know it might be a bit cliche, but like the sun and the moon, they both shine in a different way. So me and my sister were like that.
As a matter of fact, I've never heard of this saying before.
Oh, thank you.
Vocabulary updated.
Yes, so me and my sister, it was like that. I mean, like I have my own amazing strengths, and she has her own.
Mm-hmm.
So like at some point, I learned not to compare myself. I'm good on my own, and she's good at like what she does.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So my sister taught me that, by my younger ones, mind you. So yeah, I guess that's when I accepted. That is when I made peace with myself. Thank you.
That is inspiring.
That was actually inspiring. Yes.
Here.
Yeah.
Yes.
The female David Goggins. So
But I'm really sorry. Just like to put that, I also took good qualities from my sister. I'm not gonna like, she's amazing.
Yeah.
My older sister.
I see.
She is like I could say she's like my mother.
Yeah.
Even though we fight a lot, but like she taught me many things in life. I'm not gonna lie. So I took the good qualities as well. So a win is a win, I guess.
Yeah.
So I would say I am a good influence.
Wow.
Me too. I'm also a good influence for my.
Of course you are.
Pray
myself,
tell.
actually.
She doesn't have any siblings.
Yes, I'm the only child.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I think there was like a study made. You know, like a kid who doesn't have like siblings or everything, who is an only child, just like him. They get to become the most successful. I don't know why.
Yes.
I swear, like
Yes, that's true.
humble yourself, man. I'm kidding, but like they're like. I swear to God, they're just like good. I think the focus is on them mainly. Yes, I don't know why. Like many people who are like an only child to their family, they're like good at what they do. They're good at their academics. They're good at many things.
Here's the thing, though. Here's my take on that. I feel like having more siblings actually teaches you a lot more about life in general. You share with your siblings. You conflict with them. You know how to handle conflict in the process. You learn how to communicate, etc. Even a healthy dose of competition is good.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And with siblings, I feel like that. I feel like your sense of competition, would be honed. Your competition skills would be honed, and when you grow up, you won't have to be stumped by life. And let me tell you, life really hits you out of nowhere.
He did that thing with his eyes, right?
I would know.
What happened?
Yeah.
Let's just say I didn't learn enough from my siblings.
Uh,
Moving on. Moving on.
an ouch moment.
An ouch moment I do not want to share with you guys. I don't want to feel.
By the way, I mean, I'm not making fun of your sadness, but let me tell you, my little sister, she says, when I grow up, I want to be exactly like you. Sometimes. Most of the time, she wants to be herself. I'm not gonna lie, but she says that, and that's like, oh, so I am like, I have good things, you know. That's when I know, like, I also have my good qualities.
Yeah.
So I might not be the best influence for them, but like I try to be at least.
But I can tell that you're good influence.
Yeah.
You are 22 and you are working 72 hours per week. That's excellent.
Am I?
Yes,
Only 72?
72 is a lot.
I'm kidding.
I'm sorry, math isn't my strongest virtue.
Yes.
It's not my strongest skill. So 72 hours, that's per week, right?
Yes, per week.
Okay, 72 times. So
That's like the bare minimum, though.
No, it's
I give
not.
it.
It's the maximum.
72, right?
Thank you.
72 divided by.
That's my boss, by the way.
Yeah. 24 hours a day.
What?
72 hours.
Okay, let's leave the calculation.
Okay, let's do the calculation.
No.
Maybe we will employees, like they do 8 hours, right?
Oh.
So 8 times 5,
Oh.
that is 40. If we add Saturday, it is 48, right? That's it. But you do more than that. You do 72 means it's a lot.
Thank you.
Wow.
So I think one of my weaknesses is just like.
I told you already say that. I think I need a raise.
Yes, I do. It's time to get a raise.
Uh-oh.
I'm kidding. Anyways, I'm not kidding. I think as a
I think
person,
we'll discuss this behind the scenes.
Yes. Ooh.
Thank you. Let me write it down because I forget things. Anyways, it's like mainly many people's issue because we self-doubt ourselves. So do you struggle with self-doubt?
At times, yeah. At times.
Not even at times. Like I always doubt myself. I don't know why. I might pretend like I am not. I'm good at pretending, but mainly I'm like self-criticizing. I'm like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? Every time that's like my thought. Even if like a person could say, wow, this is like the best makeup you've ever done. And I would say, I would try to find something out of it.
Yeah.
That's me. Like you might call that a perfectionist. I might be one.
Yeah.
But like I think that's like something I
feel
should
like
work
that's
on.
also a trap. Perfectionism can be a trap, and that'll lead you to self-doubt.
Definitely. Yes.
At least that's what I've heard.
So, let me just ask you some weird question. Are you ready for it?
Yes, I am.
So you said you've never been in a relationship.
Oh boy.
And
Okay.
then you said what you said. I'm not gonna repeat it again because I don't think it's appropriate. So that's pretty much the weird question. I mean, so how did that happen?
I guess.
I told you he's a playboy.
Yes, I think.
Playboy.
I don't think.
Just kidding, guys.
No.
Girls.
No.
No. Of course not. I'm not a playboy. I'm too naive. I'm too gullible for this. Plus, I feel like I'm too socially awkward around girls to even think about getting a girlfriend or whatever.
So you're happy.
For now, yeah, totally happy. Totally happy.
How do you say that? He
Yeah,
never
just-
been in a relationship and
just-
still is.
He's what?
French.
He's what?
Oh.
That's a good quality, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's actually a
See,
better
no.
quality for girls, not for men.
Yes.
Because here's the thing, I don't know why, but in our thousands of years of evolution, we've concluded that women having said quality is a good thing, whereas if men have that quality, it's actually looked down upon, frowned upon, even ridiculed. I don't know why.
Why are you so emotional?
I don't know.
Anybody hurt you?
I'm just saying, like, I find it really weird. Why not value the quality?
By the way, let me tell you.
No, let him finish.
It's okay. Just say it. If we're gonna value the said quality on women, why not just value it on men? Why not value men?
We do value it.
Do you?
No.
Do you?
No.
Don't ask me. But I do.
No. Okay, ladies.
I do, guys.
Do you?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
I'm talking to the ladies that are watching.
God does.
No.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay. Yeah. Technically,
it's cat dads, but they don't.
yeah. And the
We like our man experience it. You didn't say that. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Anyways.
So you know what? Now
what
that
is your favorite color, by the way? I'm so sorry.
What? Okay, that's so random. That's so
No, I
random.
asked him the weirdest question, and that's why I asked.
Okay, you know what? You know what? You've given me ammo. You've given me questions to ask you. So anyway, back to your question. Blue. I don't know why. Blue. I don't know. Maybe it's a calm. Maybe it's because of because it's a calm color. It reminds me of a bright blue sky. It reminds me of the ocean. Something serene. Something calming. I guess that's why I like blue.
I think there's a.
Here's the thing. By the way, this explanation as to why blue is my favorite color, I just recently came up with it. When I was a kid, blue was my favorite color. If you had asked me then why blue was my favorite color, I would just look at you dead in the eye. I wouldn't know what to answer.
You get ahead of yourself very, quickly. Anyways.
No, it is you trying to ask her the weird question.
Yeah.
You have to.
Why me?
Have you had multiple relationships? Unless is this even appropriate for guys?
This is work podcast, not a personal podcast. I might tell you out of the camera.
Skip.
Thank you.
Skip. Okay, what's your favorite color?
Gaslighting you. No?
I'm not gaslighting him. I'm just telling him my boundaries. I don't want to share it on camera.
I technically gaslit myself when I second guessed my question. So anyway, I was gonna ask you what your favorite color was, but then it was too
It's pink.
Pink.
Pink and white. I'm just a girl.
Of course, you stole the joke from me. You took the words out of my mouth. I was just gonna say, such a cliche. That's what I was gonna say.
That's not cliche. By the way, let me tell you. So
It doesn't mean cliche.
Cliche is just something that's so expected. Of course, it's like a stereotype.
Okay, so when I was young, I always wear pink clothes. Not always, but most of the time. So I had an era where I wear black clothes every time. And my mom used to always cry. She's like, you can wear black clothes when I die. Can you just leave it? I swear she says that. She is not happy about me wearing black clothes. But I told her, it's just a random clothes, a random outfit I like to wear.
Wow.
But now, I'm in my soft girl era and I like white, I like pink. I love black. I'm not gonna lie. That's a top tier for me. I love black. But I also wear pink and white. Huh?
Because we
Black?
Yes.
Thank you. You say that even when I wear white.
Here's the thing. Yeah.
Black.
He has a point, really.
I can pull anything up.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't know why, but here's the thing. I have zero fashion sense.
I don't know what everything knows.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I have zero fashion sense, but somehow black usually goes well with girls. I keep
Light skin girls.
Anything, any girls really. Black anything just works. It just works.
Yeah, it does.
Really? Just kidding. It does. It really does. Just kidding.
You actually make me laugh, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
I'm surprised.
So are you the funny guy
Oh,
to
absolutely
your
not.
on your friend group?
Absolutely not. I am neither the funny one nor the one that talks at all.
By the way, you have multiple personalities. I like that.
Multiple percent.
Like-
What do you mean?
I always tell you that.
Are you talking to Dr.
So
Jekyll
let me
and
tell
Mr.
you, you can be very awkward sometimes. You're like, you act like you've never met us, and you're like acting so awkward in front of it, or like in front of everyone. And there are days you talk a lot, and to the point, oh, this guy can actually, I mean, not talk, but he does have multiple personalities. So sometimes he's like not sometimes, every time I see you, you're like working very hard. And then the other part of you that I saw, okay, within these 2 weeks, you're like, whenever I ask you a yes or no question,
I go on and on.
I was like, can you just like get to the point?
You remember that time you asked him how to say a word in Arabic? He started.
So you say this. Let me tell you.
In my defense.
Let me tell you. You always say this. Here's the thing.
Hey,
you always say that. And I'm like,
the thing is something I can't help but always say. Because here's the thing, really helps me segue into a much longer, much more detailed explanation that really really fitting to the explanation I'm about to give. That's why.
Anyways, you have a cool personality.
I'm glad you think that. Thanks.
Yes, I do think. But anyways, you guys, hope you enjoyed today's podcast. We will come back with a different topic next time.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed us. Really let it all out there. Just let the cats out the bag. Thank you so much for watching. And
hit the thumbs up if you like it. Make sure to subscribe. Bye, guys.
Bye.
እንግሊዘኛ መናገር ከባድ ሆኖባችኋል? ከሆነስ ብራይ እንግሊሽ መፍትሄውን ይዞላችሁ መጥቷል። ለ3 ወር የሚቆይ የኮሙኒኬሽን ስኪላችሁን የሚያሳድግ ትሬኒንግ ይዘንላችሁ መጥተናል። በዚህ የትሬኒንግ ወቅት የምናተኩረው የእናንተን የስፒኪንግ ክህሎትና የሊስኒንግ ክህሎታችሁን ማሳደግ ላይ ብቻ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ለጊዜው ህጎቹን እንተዋቸዋለን። በዚህ የትሬኒንግ ወቅት እናንተ ሐሳባችሁን መግለጽ እና የሌሎቹን ሐሳብ ደግሞ መቀበል እንድትችሉ ነው የምናደርጋችሁ። ይህንን ኮርስ ለመመዝገብ ከፈለጋችሁ እታች ባሉ ስልክ ቁጥሮች ወይም ደግሞ ላይ በምታገኙት የቴሌግራም ዩዘርኔም መመዝገብ ትችላላችሁ። የክፍያ ጉዳይ እንዳያሳስባችሁ፣ እንዳቅማችሁ የተለያየ አማራጭ ይዘንላችሁ ስለመጣን መፍትሄ አይጠፋም። እንዲሁም ሰዓት ወይም ጊዜ የምትሉን ከሆነ ደግሞ ባላችሁበት በኦንላይን ወይም ደግሞ እኛ ባለንበት መታችሁ በአካል መማር ትችላላችሁ። ስለዚህ ይሄ ድል እንዳይመልጣችሁ። Thank you for watching Bry English. All right. So how was the podcast? ፖድካስቱ እንዴት ነበር? I think you liked it. እንደወደዳችሁት ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ ማለት ነው። The podcast is about passion. ስለ ፓሽን የተወራበት ነው። ፓሽን ምን ማለት ይመስላችኋል? ፓሽን ማለት ስሜት ማለት ነው። የሆነ ነገር ስሜቴ ከሆነ በጣም ወደዋለሁ ለማለት ስንፈልግ እንደምንጠቀምበት አይነት ነው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ስሜት የሚለው ነገር እንውሰድና ግን የሆነ ነገር ስሜቴ ነው ለማለት ስትፈልጉ ምን ትላላችሁ? እነሱ እየተጠቀሙት እንደነበረው passionate about የሚለውን ትጠቀማላችሁ። I'm passionate about ታዳችሁኝ። የሆነ ነገር ላይ በጣም ስሜት እንዳላችሁ ለመናገር ስትፈልጉ I'm passionate about ብላችሁ ያንን ነገር ማስቀመጥ ትችላላችሁ ማለት። ለምሳሌ I'm passionate about painting ካልኩኝ በቃ ስዕል ላይ ስሜቴ ነው ስዕል እያላችሁ ነው ማለት ነው። or I'm passionate about learning English ካላችሁ እንግሊዘኛ መማር ስሜቴ ነው እያላችሁ ነው ማለት ነው። so passionate about ማለት የሆነ ነገር ስሜታችሁ እንደሆነ መናገር ስትፈልጉ I'm passionate about ትላላችሁ ማለት ነው። ይህ አንድ እነሱ ከተጠቀሙት ውስጥ ያወጣውላችሁ ነው ማለት ነው። ሁለተኛው ደግሞ live and breathe የሚላለ like live and breathe ብለው ይተጠቀሙበታሉ ማለት ነው። for example she lives and breathes football ካልኩኝ ፉትቦል በጣም it's very important ነገር ነው ለሰው በጣም ውስጧ ነው እያልኩ እየተናገርኩ ነው ማለት ነው። በጣም የምትወዱትን ነገር በጣም necessary ነው ለኔ በቃ አላቀቀው ውስጤ ነው ለማለት ስትፈልጉ የሆነ ነገር ማለት ትችላላችሁ። she lives and breathes football ማለት ትችላላችሁ። ወይ ደግሞ I live and breathe making videos ካልኩኝ በቃ ቪዲዮዎችን መስራት ውስጤ ነው እያልኩ እየተናገርኩላችሁ ነው ያላችሁ ማለት። ስለዚህ live and breathe ካለ ለምሳሌ she lives and breathes football ካልኩኝ በቃ ውስጧ ነው በጣም የምትወደው ነገር ነው እንደ necessary የምትቆጥረው በጣም አስፈላጊ ነገር አድርጋ የምትቆጥረው ነገር ነው እያልኩ እየተናገርኩ ነው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ እናንተ በጣም የምትወዱትን ነገር እስኪ I live and breathe ብላችሁ አስቀምጡልኝ። I live and breathe ብላችሁ የምትወዱትን ነገር አስቀምጡልኝ ማለት ነው። ለምሳሌ እዚህ ጋር ምን ይላል? I live and breathe teaching ካልኩኝ በቃ ማስተማር ውስጤ ነው ማለት ነው። በጣም በቃ ከህይወቴ ጋር እንዴት ተቆራኘ ነገር ነው እያልኩ እየተናገርኩ ነው ማለት ነው። Another example they live and breathe they art ካልኩኝ በቃ አርት የአርት ስራቸው ነው ደግሞ አርትን በቃ እንደምንድነው የሚያዩት እያልኩ ነው። በቃ በጣም እንደወሳኝ ነገር እንደ ህይወታቸው ነው የሚያዩት እያልኩ እየተናገርኩ ነው። it means በሌላ ቋንቋ they are passionate about it እያልኩ ነው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ የምትወዱትን ነገር I live and breathe ብላችሁ ትገርባል ለቅ ይሄ በቃ እንደ ህይወቴ ነው የማየው በጣም ፈልገው ነገር ነው ብላችሁ ለመናገር ትፈልጉ I live and breathe ብላችሁ መግለጽ ትችላላችሁ ማለት ነው። And the next one follow your dreams ይላል አይደለ? follow your dreams follow መከተል ነው dream ህልም ነው። ህልማችሁን ተከተሉ ለማለት ፈልጉ የተጠቀሙባቸው ነው። for example በአንድ ኤግዛምፕል እንመልከተው he left his job to follow his dream he left his job to follow his dreams ካልኩኝ ምን ማለት ነው? ስራውን አቁሟል ወይ ደግሞ ስራውን ጥሏል ምን ለማድረግ ህልሙን ለመከተል ማለት follow your dreams ማለት ምንድነው? ህልማችሁን ተከተሉ ማለት ነው። ምንድነው ህልም ማለት? dream ላይ ተነስተ ምናለመው አይነት ሳይሆን just ለምሳሌ you want to be a doctor that's your dream you want to be rich that's your dream so ያንን follow አድርጉ ተከተሉት ለማለት ስፈልግ follow your dreams ብለን እንገልጻለን ማለት ነው። so ይሄኛው ሁለተኛው ነው ማለት። ወደ ሶስተኛው ስንመለከት pick up ሚል ተጠቅመዋል። pick up for example I picked up some Spanish in Mexico I picked up some Spanish in Mexico so picked up ማለት to learn something ማለት ነው to learn something ማለት ነው። የሆነ casually የሆነ ነገር ስትማሩ ከዛ ያገኘው ከሜክሲኮ የተወሰነች ስፓኒሽ አግኝቻለሁ እያልኩ እየተናገርኩ ነው። የተወሰነ ስፓኒሽ ተምሬያለሁ እያልኩ እየተናገርኩ ነው። ስለዚህ pick up ማለት የሆነ ነገር ማለት ነው መማር ሊሆን ይችላል ማለት ነው። or ለምሳሌ he picked up coding by watching videos he picked up coding by watching videos ቪዲዮዎችን በማየት ምን ተምሯል? ኮዲንግ ተምሯል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ pick up ማለት ምን ማለት ይሆናል ማለት ነው? to learn something የሆነ ነገር መማር ሊሆን ይችላል ማለት ነው። they pick up language easily ካልኩ ምን እያሉ ነው ማለት ነው? ቋንቋን በቀላሉ ይማራሉ እነሱ በቀላሉ ይችላሉ እያልኩ እየተናገርኩ ነው። ስለዚህ pick up ምን ማለት ነው? መማር የሚለው ነገር ያሳየናል ማለት ነው። the next one dedicated to ማለት dedicated ማለት ምን ማለት ነው? የሆነ ነገር ላይ ሌላ ቃል አለው ግን እንደ ቆራጥነት ማለት ነው። ዛሬ ብላችሁ ያዛርጋችሁ በእንት ስትቆዩበት ማለት ነው። ምንም ተስፋ ሳትቆርጡም ሳትዘናጉም ኮሚትድ ስትሆኑ ለሆነ ነገር dedicated ይባላል ማለት ነው። ለምሳሌ she is dedicated to her studies ካልኩኝ ጥናቷ ላይ ምንም እንትን አትልም ድርድር አታውቅም ያልኩ እየተናገርኩ ነው ማለት ነው። she is committed to it በጣም ወስና ቆርጣ የገባችበት ነው ለማለት ስንፈልግ dedicated to ብለን መግለጽ እንችላለን ማለት ነው። the other one pushing myself so እነዚህ ሁሉ ቃላቶች ከፖድካስት ይወጡ ናቸው። just ትንሽ እንዲጠቅሟችሁ በማለት ነው እያወጣሁላችሁ። pushing myself ማለት ምን ማለት ነው? making someone work hard to achieve something የሆነ ነገር ለመስራት ራሳችሁን ስገቡ push yourself ካልኩኝ ታገል ማለት ነው። ራስን እስከመጨረሻው ድረስ ታገል በርታ ጠንክር ለማለት ስትፈልጉ push yourself ማለት ትችላላችሁ። for example he always pushing himself to do more ሁሌም ራሱን ይገፋል ምን ለመስራት ብዙ ለመስራት ራሱን ይገፋል ማለት ነው። ራሳችሁን ስገፉ ራሳችሁን ቻሌንጅ ስታደርጉ push myself ትላላችሁ ማለት። ለምሳሌ I was pushing myself too hard last year ላይ ባለፈው አመት ላይ ራሴን በጣም እየገፋሁት ነበር በጣም ራሴን ቻሌንጅ እያደረኩት ነበር እያላችሁ እየተናገራችሁ ነው ማለት ነው። moving on so moving on ምን ማለት ይመስላችኋል? move ያው መንቀሳቀስ ነው right so ለምሳሌ let's move on ካልኩኝ ማለት ነው እንንቀሳቀስ ማለት ነው። it has so many different meanings ግን እነሱ ከተጠቀሙት አንፃር ስነግራችሁ let's move on ነው ያሉት right so let's move on ሲሉ ምን እያሉ ነው? let's change the subject ነው እያሉ ያሉት and we change the subject ወይ ደግሞ ሳብጀክቱን እንቀይረው የምናወራበትን ርዕስ እንቀይር ነው። so they were talking about something ለረጅም ጊዜና እስኪ አይዲያ እንቀይር ደግሞ ለማለት ፈልጉ ምን አሉ? let's move on ብለው ተናገሩ ማለት ነው። anyway moving on let's talk about work አያችሁ አሁን ደግሞ እስኪ ስለ ስራ ደግሞ እናወራ ወይ ደግሞ move on what's the next topic አያችሁ ወደ ሌላ ቶፒክ ለመሄድ እንሸጋገር ለማለት ሲፈልጉ የተጠቀሙት ነው። ወይም ደግሞ ማለት ይቻላሉ let's leave that ያንን ተውና and move on let's leave that and move on ካሉ ያንን ተውና ወደሚቀጥለው እንሂድ ይያላችሁ። ስለዚህ move on ስትሉ ወደሚቀጥለው ነገር መሄድን ያሳየናል ማለት ነው። the next one you were saying እንላለን so ይሄንን መቼ መሰላችሁ የምንጠቀመው ይሄንን ኤክስፕሬሽን you are saying የሚለውን የምንጠቀመው assume that you're talking about something ስለሆነ ነገር እያወራችሁ ያለ የሆነ ነገር interrupted ሆናችሁ በሆነ ነገር interrupted ሆናችሁ ተቋረጠ ወደ ዋናው ነገር ወደዛኛው ለመመለስ ፈልጉ ምን እያልከኝ ነበር or ምን እያልሽ ነበር ለማለት ፈልጉ you are saying ትላላችሁ you are saying ብላችሁ ታቆማላችሁ። for example sorry I interrupted you are saying ይቅርታ አቋረጥኩሽ ምን እያልሽ ነበር ብለን እየጠየቅን ነው ማለት ነው። or you are saying something about school ስለ ትምህርት ቤት የሆነ ነገር እያልሽ ነበረ። Good. Another example. You were saying you wanted to move. Understood? So you were saying ማለት የሆነ ነገር እያልሽ ነበረ ወይ ደግሞ የሆነ ነገር እያልክ ነበር ለማለት ስንፈልግ you were saying ብለን እንገልጻለን ማለት ነው። The next one, mind you ነው። Mind you. Mind you means you need to understand ማለት ነው. You need to understand. For example, he's fast. Mind you, he trains every day. Understood? እዚህ ጋር በቃ you need to understand. በየቀኑ ትሬን ስለሚያደርግ ምንድነው ፋስት መሆኑን መረዳት አለባችሁ እያልን ነው። ሰው mind you ካልኩኝ you need to understand ማለት ነው። መረዳት ይኖርባል። ተረዱ ለማለት ፈልጉ you can use it ማለት ነው። Another one is a win is a win የሚለው ተጠቅመዋል። A win is a win ብዙ ጊዜ ተሰሙታላችሁ ይሄኛል። A win is a win ማለት በቃ በምንም አርጉት በምንም ብቻ ማሸነፍ ነው። ዋናው ፖይንት ምንድነው? ማሸነፍ ነው የሚለው ነገር ለመግለጽ ፈልጉ ነው የምትጠቀሙት። ዋናው ፖይንት ማሸነፍ ነው ለማለት ፈልጉ የምትጠቀሙት ነው ይሄኛው። A win is a win. For example, we got lucky, but a win is a win. እድለኛ ነን ግን ዋናው ማሸነፋችን ነው ያለ ነው ማለት። በድል ያሸነፋችሁት የነገር ግን a win is a win ካላችሁ ዋናው ነገር ምንድነው? ማሸነፍ ነው ያላችሁ እየተናገራችሁ ነው ማለት ነው። The other one, you get ahead of yourself. You get ahead of yourself. You get ahead of yourself ማለት speak or act like በጣም ቀድማችሁ too soon የሆነ ነገር ቀድማችሁ ስታወሩ ወይ ስትጎሩ ሊሆን ይችላል ወይ የሆነ ተግባር ስታሳዩ ምን ትላላችሁ? You get ahead of yourself ትላላችሁ። You get ahead of yourself ማለት የሆነ ነገር ግን እርግጠኛ ሳትሆኑ የሆነ ነገር እያወራችሁ ነው ያላችሁት ማለት ነው። በጣም አሮጋንስ ወይ ደግሞ like ከስለንጓር መውጣ ያለ ሊሆን ይችላል። የጋጦጥነትም ሊሆን ይችላል። በጣም የነ ኮፈስ ትሉም ልትጠቀሙበት ይችላል። ግን ብቻ ከአክሽን ወይ ደግሞ ከውጤቱ በፊት የሆነ ነገር ስታደርጉ ሊሆን ይችላል። for example የሆነ ፈተና ተፈተናችሁ በጣም እየጎራችሁ እንደ እኔ ኮንትን አልኩት ምናምን ስትባሉ you get ahead of yourself ካልኩኝ ቀድማችሁ የሆነ ነገር እያደረጋችሁ ነው ማለት ነው። ውጤቱን ሳታዩት እየጎራችሁ ነው ወይ ደግሞ እየተናገራችሁ ነው የሚለው ነገር ለመናገር for example, don't get ahead of yourself, we haven't won yet ካልን ምንድነው? በቃ አትጎርር ወይ ደግሞ እንደዚህ አትናገር ገና እኮ አላሸነፍንም እያልን ነው። ለምሳሌ ቱ ማች ወይ ደግሞ አንድ ማች ቀርቶንኛ ይሄኛውን ስላሸነፍን ብቻ yes we did it ምናምን እንደ አንድ ክለብ ልጠራ ነበር የፉትቦል ይሄኛው እስከምትጣሉኝ ለምሳሌ እንበልና አርሰናል ማድሪድን ሲያሸንፉ ቅውጥ አረጉት አይደለ? ከተማው ቅውጥ አረጉት right? ስለዚህ ያኔ ምን ትላላችሁ? get ahead of yourself, you haven't won yet ካላችሁ ምን ማለት ነው? አንዴ አትጎርር እንጂ ገና እኮ መቼ አሸነፍክ እያላችሁ እየተናገራችሁ ነው። ስለዚህ get ahead of someone's self ማለት ምንድነው? ገና የሆነ ነገር ሳይሳካ እንድሳካ አድርጎ አክት ሲያደርግ ወይ ደግሞ ሲጎርርባችሁ you can use this expression ማለት ነው። so እነዚህ ናቸው ያመጣውላችሁ አገላለጾች። ነገር ግን ከዚህ በኋላ በሚመጡ ኤፒሶዶች ላይ የተሻሉ ነገሮችን ይዘንላችሁ እንመጣለን። just give us a comment, suggestion የምታደርጉን ኮሜንት ይሄ ነገር ይሻሻልና ይሄኛው አልተመቸንም የምትሏቸው ነገሮች ካሉ please እንድታመጡልን ፈልጋለሁ ማለት ነው። without further ado የዛሬው ትምህርታችን ይሄንን ይመስላል። ልሰናበታችሁ ነው ማለት ነው። and don't forget to subscribe and share the channel። እንግሊዘኛን በደንብ መማር ከፈለጋችሁ እንግሊዘኛ ማውራት ፈልጋለሁ የምትሉ ከሆነ ብራይ እንግሊሽ ምርጫችሁ ማድረግ ትችላላችሁ። በምታገኛችሁ ስልክ ቁጥሮች ልታገኙን ትችላላችሁ ወይም ደግሞ ባዮ ላይ ባለ ስልክ ቁጥሮች ማውራት እንችላለን ማለት ነው። and thank you for watching and subscribe Braille English. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.